Welcome to my Galveston Island video. This is part 1. This video was shot in May 2011 over the Memorial Day holidays. It was also my birthday weekend. Really had a great time. My hosts were wonderful. I enjoyed myself. My objective with part 1 is to take you down to the seawall, take you along the seawall, show you some of the damage that was caused by Ike. It's devastating. I also want to show you how they're rebuilding. These people aren't kept down long down here. I guess they're used to adversity and they take a good sock to the chin and they come right back. So join me. I'm going to take you a little ride. This is down Avenue J, sometimes called Broadway. What it is it's the very end of Interstate 45. This is as far as you can go south on 45. Right up here, we're going to make a right-hand turn on Seawall Boulevard. The beauty of getting up early and going at the crack of dawn like this is that there's no crowds, because this is Memorial Weekend, and I can tell you what I'm showing you is going to be wall-to-wall cars, wall-to-wall people, stop-and-go traffic. It's entirely different than what you're seeing right now. But by me showing you this early in the morning, you get a good idea of what it's like down there. The beauty of it, the devastation of it, the rebuilding of it. Galveston Island. Plenty of familiar down here, you know, Jack in the Box, Wendy's, all the corporate stuff. It's a lot of extra too. Some good places down here, good watering holes, good places to hang out, look at all the folks on the beach. Coming up here is a pretty good little restaurant. It was recommended to me. Miller's is good breakfast. I didn't have dinner there, but the breakfast was excellent. The prices were good. Looked out at the ocean while I was eating. Very enjoyable. I recommend it. You can see Murdoch's off there to your left. It was pretty much destroyed. There's a little bit left of it. The pilings were left on it. I guess there's a national law. You can't build any more piers. But it's either national or state, I'm not sure which. But they built right on the existing, and it's like it never left. You can get t-shirts there and everything else, whatever you want. There's Pleasure Pier. This is what they're going to do, is build a little amusement park out there, you know, kind of a la Coney Island. Should be kind of nice. Supposed to be a Ferris wheel. All different kinds of great stuff. A lot of people like to come down here, enjoy a cool, refreshing beverage while they watch all the people on the beach. Places like Spot, just lined up with motorcycles in front. Folks just sitting out on the porch, watching things, watch the world go by. Tell you what a real heartbreak was. That was this Balinese room. That was famous during the 20s, prohibition, gambling, liquor. You know, all the big stars went there. Hated to see it go. ZZ Top wrote a song about him. Pretty good song. Hated to see it, man. What I'll be coming up on now is the 1900 monument. This was a monument for the horrific, absolutely, I don't know whether it was worse than Ike or not, but it was a real tragedy. The hurricane came in and pretty much wiped the island out. Right across from the monument was a Greek restaurant I was taking the first night. Delicious, delicious food, reasonable price. There you can see it over his shoulder across the street. This guy was great. Love this man. It seems, well, see what happened to his hat? Well, I put my gloves on top of the motorcycle and boom, they've left. One of them I found. I couldn't find the other. Looked all over for it. Here he is, bringing it back. We got to talking about Dallas, about the Mavericks. He got pretty animated about the Mavericks, and then I said, well, I guess you're going to be in my movie, and about here he says, okay. It was great. He was a great guy. I loved him. Sure saved me a lot of heartache, I can tell you. So this is the 1900 monument, a memorial for the devastating hurricane. I don't know whether it was worse than Ike, but it was on that same level. Beautiful sculpture. I had to kind of check him out, you know. I didn't know. And he was clean. Must be that salt air. Don't know.
Yeah, it sure is windy out here. All right.
This is a good example of what I meant by the rebuilding. They have the dolphins here as a centerpiece. You can see they're going to build something around it. I don't know what it'll be. I'll have to come back next year and check it out. Again, beautiful sculpture. A sign of rebuilding. All right, heading back to the house. Regroup. Charge my batteries. Going back down Avenue J. Again, it's also called Broadway. It's the centerpiece right through the heart. If I kept going and going and going, I'd end up back on I-45, which, as we all know, takes us all the way to Dallas. You can see off to the right, there's a little church there, little neighborhood church. Guess it makes sense to have a church like this across the street from a castle. Of course, that's called Bishop's Castle down there. I think the bishop actually had some rooms on the top of the castle itself, right across the street. How convenient. There are so many homes, and in my next videos, I'm going to be showing you some of the homes. A lot more of this area. See, it says Bishop's Palace. Thank goodness this survived the hurricane. Just beautiful architecture down here on the island. Oh look, biker chick. Maybe I can catch her. Wow, look at her go. No way. I'll never catch her. I think I'll turn right here and go into the historic district. If you look for Pappy Cappy on YouTube, I'll have part 2, part 3, who knows, maybe more. I'll show you some of these beautiful homes. One of the homes reminds me of where I think that the character Lestat, the vampire from Anne Rice's books, would have lived. Listen, thanks for staying with me this long. Hope to see you in another video. You ride safe. Cappy out.